This is day 12 of the Around the World trip, and I first wanted to say the sincerest of thank yous for following me on my adventure. I hit 100 subscribers today, which I know is not a lot in the YouTube world, but it means so much to me that you're following my journey, and I've really been enjoying it. I love sharing a little piece of the world each day with you, so thank you so much. So my morning started off at 5 o'clock in the morning when I got on my 9th airplane in under 2 weeks to get to Copenhagen, Denmark, which is where I am right now. So naturally, I went to the nearest and best coffee shop where I could get the biggest cappuccino I could. And I wanted to ask the local people, what's the best way that I can spend this day so I can get to know the local vibe, the culture, the people of Copenhagen, and have it not be a touristy day. So, they kind of looked at each other and laughed, and they were like, well, if you're open-minded and you're not nervous, you should really check out this free city, this kind of self-proclaimed free commune called Christiania. And, so that kind of sparked my interest, so I decided to do a little bit of reading about this area, and it's, it's really fascinating. It's kind of this freestanding community where they have their own governing set of laws, even currency. It's very exclusive in terms of who they allow to come into the community, but, so I decided I wanted to go check it out. So I wanted to share my experience with you guys because it was very unique. So I walked up to this area, and the first thing you notice is that there's like this huge wall surrounding this area that makes it a fully enclosed community. And there's fanciful graffiti. It's kind of, it almost looks like a time warp to the 60s and 70s, where it's kind of this hippie community and kind of these free spirits that live amongst themselves. I took a deep breath and tried to make sure I wasn't exuding any type of nervousness, which I know I definitely was. So I walked in, and it was something like I've never seen before. It really was this very unique community, and the internal warnings and alerts started coming up when I saw signs saying, please don't take pictures and whatnot because of the potential somewhat illegal trade that can occur in the area that's natural to their economy. Was taking place. They really don't want you to take pictures of that. So, I felt very nervous. And I kind of started walking around and finding some people that, looked kind, that I could ask, am I okay? Am I safe? And they assured me that I'm okay and safe. So basically I tried to blend in as much as possible, which was one of the recommendations that I read. But, with my Toms and my red Tory Burch skinny jeans, clearly I wasn't even on the spectrum of blending in. So, it was definitely a really unique experience. I can't call it the low of the day because, I have a lot of respect in learning about new cultures, even if they're very, very different from my own. But I will say it did take me the furthest from my comfort zone in my entire trip so far. So, now that I'm sure I've made you very nervous, and my mother definitely very nervous, I will say that I met the nicest Danish girl. People in Denmark are so extremely kind. So I got some great recommendations. I'll probably spend the rest of the afternoon jumping on a boat and seeing the canals, and probably just eating Danishes until I pass out. But I'm really excited to see what the rest of Copenhagen has to offer. So if you like this video, or if you're borderline nervous at this point for me and want to show me some love, click like, or send any comments or questions in the comments area below, and I'd love to answer them. But, I hope you'll subscribe to see what the rest of Copenhagen is like, or if you're interested in the next country, which is Slovenia, please follow along, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the adventure. I'll see you guys later.